Hey Team Toppers, it's your girl Tonia here, and I know that I'm driving and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I wanted to let you guys all know that today I'm going to be catching a story in Toonsboro, Georgia, and I want you to join me on this journey because honestly, it's going to be mind-blowing. A whole bunch of black families got together and purchased land, and they're working to build together a community. And I want to be the first, or one of the first, to catch this story. So come on this journey with me. It's going to be great.
You just wanna be the hot topic, hot topic.
Oh man, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Okay, I don't know if you can see me or not, or whatever the case may be, but guys, I felt so convicted. I listened to a podcast about the deceptions of social media. And when I tell you, it convicted me 100,000%. Like, I don't even know where to begin because social media just felt like my life. It really has for a long time. And, you know, I'm trying to pursue a career in media, news story, news telling. And this career really makes it seem like, oh, you have to have a platform, you have to seek attention, you have to look a certain way. The curvier news reporters have more followers. You know, the news reporters that are thin or in shape have more followers, long hair, light skin, whatever the case may be. And, you know, I was completely just drawn into social media, trying to post every day. And I was battling between what I should post and what I shouldn't post every single day because I know the effect that social media can have on people. And I don't want to add, the one thing that as a Christian I didn't want to do was I didn't want to add any more chaos to social media than there already is. So I post things where I look crazy. I post things where I'm doing something funny so that people don't have to keep seeing the same old like perfect body, slim, thick, curly, light skinned girl, you know, and that stuff gets really old because all it does is bring in the spirits of comparison and the spirit of just wanting to be like everybody else or not feeling like you're doing anything good enough because, you know, people always post their accomplishments and what they're doing. And it just really, the social media world can be really just a really bad place if, you know, as people continue to do those type of things. And if you focus on it in that type of way. So lately I've been trying to make my profile more businessy, but I follow so many of my friends and so many people from school and stuff that I don't want my life to ever be anything that I post to ever cause anyone else that type of feeling. The spirit of rejection or the spirit of, you know, not feeling good enough in comparison stuff. That's just not what I wanted to do. Or, you know, that's just not the what do you call it? That is not the narrative I'm trying to tell. Or I don't know. But I mean, I listened to this thing and I was just so convicted. I'm like, dude, you're over here trying to post everything on social media and not really much about my life, but more about like my journalism journey. Because trust me, it is so hard. Can't get picked up by a news station. You know, nobody really wants to give you a chance and stuff. And I honestly just feel like it's hard because, you know, constantly trying to seek validation from a news company just to get in the door is what I was doing. And I think God is just now bringing that to the light or bringing that to the surface, or I'm finally having that epiphany where I'm like, dude, Tonia, you were focusing and chasing after, you know, validation on social media, just hoping somebody was gonna come across your post and want to hire you. But that's not what I've called you to do. I've called you to tell the stories of the people and tell the stories, you know, in your own creative way, and not to make them about you, Tonia. It's not about you. So start to, you know, humble yourself, walk more in humility, and be more like me, because that's what I desire most from you. And don't do that to seek an ultimate reward. Don't do that to seek, you know, my blessings and the things that I'm going to bless you with, but just know that that's what's going to come from when you start to listen to me and glorify me in your works. So, you know, I was just mind blown after hearing that podcast, and it was just so real. And she talks about the deceptions of social media, and it hit me so heavily. And so I just want to make sure that I'm putting this clip into this YouTube video because it's real, and this is just me raw, just talking about exactly how I feel exactly in this moment. And if you're feeling that type of way from watching social media, I'm telling you, it's okay, and you need to take a step away from it. Clear your mind, clear your head, clear your thoughts, and be the light on social media that you don't see. You know, if you're feeling that type of way, do something where you feel, or do something in your spirit that you feel could change that feeling for someone else, because someone else is feeling that same way as well. And I don't want to be that Instagram baddie, and I don't want to be that you know, slim thick Instagram model, because that's not what God has designed us to be. He wants us to be, you know, he never designed us to be in front of the crowd and the face of a huge platform and popularity. Jesus walked so quietly. I mean, he really did. He moved in silence.
Turn left on State Route 22.
Jesus moved in silence and in humility, and that's exactly what he designs. That's exactly what he wants from his people as well. So as a Christian, we got to do better, man. We got to do better on our social media platforms. We got to do better, because there are people out here hurting, and we don't want to add to that hurt. And that's our ultimate goal, is to bring people to Christ. So as disciples, let's continue to do that. All right, I'll check in with you guys when I'm at Toonsboro, Georgia. when I'm in Toonsboro, Georgia, to get this news story, to really share this story about these black people building the community. I love it. All right. Okay, guys, it is currently raining. I know, right? But I couldn't wait a day to get this story. I am here on the property that 19 families have purchased. This is 97 acres of land that may and will one day become a black built community. And so I have to take it all in. I am literally just astounded. I'm so eager. I cannot wait to put together a package to truly share this story. I think this is a monumental moment, and I really find this just absolutely beautiful. It is amazing what you can accomplish when you can come together with other people, and to come up with the idea to purchase this much land with the goal in mind to help other people. It's just beautiful. And so I wanted to capture the story. And yes, it's raining. It's raining. But I'm about to go out here anyways, whether I get wet or not, because after I'm telling my story, it doesn't matter anymore. So I'm about to go out here, get the story for you guys, and, you know, truly put together an inspirational story that I think can impact other black people and inspire other black people to know that the sky's the limit, and that all things are possible, and that we have the ability to build our community as well. And all it takes is us coming together. So stay tuned. This is groundbreaking. Literally, I am standing here on 97 acres of land that was purchased by 19 black families. This property is a part of the Freedom Georgia initiative. Freedom Georgia, an initiative started by two black women, Renee Walters and Ashley Scott, have the goal in mind to build a safe space for black families to grow and thrive.
And to say that this has been without challenge would be a lie.
One day, this land will grow to be a city, creating a safe haven and community for other black families and people. The land is right here in Toomsboro, Georgia, and lies 130 miles south of Atlanta. With the help of media, the Freedom Georgia GoFundMe has currently raised $55,000 of their $88,000 goal. In quote, "We are building for ourselves. Help us build a new future for black families and our allies by bringing amenities and utilities to our 96.71 acres of land in Toomsboro, Georgia."
Because when we first got started, we was like, well, who got the good credit? And people ain't had the good credit. And then we did find the people who had the good credit. Like, we had to go through some challenges and find ways to work it out. A lot of land with a lot of plans. We're going to do hemp farming. We want to have a recreational area for our people to come and just convene. We want to have like places for weddings.
This is Tonia Michelle with Construction Business TV. Had to make sure I was recording. But it started raining on me, and I didn't get my story the way that I wanted to, but I'm gonna try to put something together. If you're watching this already, you already see that I have put something together for the story. But I'm still just like I'm so shook, man. I just can't believe that people came together to buy all this land and trying to build a city. Like, what? Like, it just blows my mind. And black owned, veteran owned, black woman owned. It's just beautiful. I'm just still shook. And I'm just like, wow, God, what are you doing in the black community? It's just absolutely amazing. It took a lot for us to get to this point. And it's just amazing too, if you look at their GoFundMe, how quick their funds are being raised. Like, I looked at 1 second, they were at 48,000, next second 49,000. They're gonna be at 88,000 in no time. But I'm actually on my way home. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and how I decided to go out on a limb to do something absolutely crazy. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Tonia's done talking. So stay on top, Team Toppers. I love you, but Jesus loves you way, way, way more. You already know what we do. Pray out. Bye.